Do it anyway. Okay, you are live. Oh, it started the countdown. I wonder if I can turn the countdown off. I forgot about that. Let's see. Media assets. Well, you know what? Maybe that's what we needed it for, right? Was for the...
Oh, I see.
Here we are. So we'll move it. Okay. Well, that's fine. Anyway, what we'll do is we will start nothing. If you want to go to Facebook and share, you could share the video as it is right now. I'll do that. I'm going to put it on live feeds and we'll see like how that works out.
I just looked on trying to stream it to the YouTube, and it actually told me that it takes up to 24 hours to like connect the StreamYard to it. So I'll figure that out for next time.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. No, well, I don't have an audience on there yet anyway, so it's okay.
No apologies. No apologies. This is really, this is great. Usually what happens is that I get like, I'm just going to make sure I don't have it on anymore. Hey, I did good. The last 10 seconds. I figured it out. Yay. Okay, so we have no comments yet. However, if people are just tuning in, you guys are more than welcome to put a comment in the section, question, anything that you would like for us to read to. I think maybe Laura and I will just chat until people come in. Oh, by the way, do you have your coffee? I have my coffee.
I do. It says exhale the bullshit.
Cheers. I'm ready. That's right. Exhale the bullshit. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
I need it this week.
No kidding. It's just like it's so full throttle right now, right?
Yes.
It's just full throttle for everything. And you could choose a subject.
I know.
Choose a subject. And it's going to be an amplified version of whatever we thought it was, right?
Mm-hmm. I know. Man. Even the categories of life that I thought were fine, spot on. Oh no.
No,
you got me.
I'm just watching the world burn to the ground right now. I feel a lot like Nero, right? Like I've created this masterpiece and it's just crumbling. It's like, it's a facade. Here you go. You're good. Don't even trip. And I'm like, what? And then I pulled cards. I pulled cards last night. Like the goddesses were with me. And so after I closed the circle and everybody left, I pulled some cards for myself and they told me how to place them on this Metatron cube. And so I did that. And I didn't understand what they were trying to tell me because all the cards were fucked up. So I was like, you see how hard it is for me to receive a reading that isn't right. You see what I mean?
Oh my God.
And so I was like, there was a 10 of swords and there was just like all this stuff. Right. And I was like, oh man, are you kidding me? So I'm still like, all right, okay, I get it. Never mind. And it was just really beneficial for me to like be sat down basically and told, you're still in your shit. You're still in your shit. Relax. You're still in your shit. And it's okay. It's okay for you to be in your shit for right now. Life's going to keep showing up. You just got to swim. Keep on swimming.
Yes, keep on
You'll
swimming.
Be fine. That's right.
Flow.
And that's pretty much how it feels. That's right. That's right. Would you like for me to look at the ephemeris a little bit and we'll do that?
Sure.
Cool. I know why I'm feeling so good. At noon, the moon's going to go into Taurus. I'm so happy. Anyway, it's not a big deal other than for me. The moon was in Aries, so we had a full moon in Aries yesterday, and that release had a lot to do with everything that no longer serves us, everything. And now that we're back in Pisces with Aries, right? And that'll be till the end of November. We are sorting and choosing and selecting very methodically our dreams that we will pull forward in the future. And we are like not having it anymore. Everybody is like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done now. I'm done now. I'm done now. And so we're just learning what the meaning of done is. I think anyway. Okay, so we have the moon going into Taurus. Our true nodes right now are in our true node is in Pisces, and it was in Aries, and so we did that year and a half. It goes backwards, and so now we're in Pisces, and we're in a year and a half. I don't know how long the cycle has started, but it's at 18 degrees, so about halfway right now. And what that is that we have the planet Saturn in Pisces as well. And so Saturn demands structure. And because Saturn demands structure, right? And our spirituality is represented in the true node. Okay. So we're gaining structure in our spirituality. People are looking at it as religious encounterment, right? They're looking at it as religious structure, and that isn't really what it is. It's a spiritual structure. We have a tendency, because like a lot of people who practice consumerism and transactional living, right? They are going to have a difficulty with what we're experiencing right now, because they're external to their experience. If they were embodied and empowered and in their experience, and they were connected to the earth around them, right? Or to the earth of their ancestry, then they would be more connected to their community and they would understand better. But that's what everybody is like working on right now. So it's going to look like, because we're disconnected, it's going to look like an outside source that provides this to us. And that's not what it is. So we're gonna seek religion. We're gonna seek things that look like they outline what our beliefs are, and then we're gonna gravitate toward that. And this is what's gonna develop a lot of the secret societies that are already developing, right? All of the secret societies that have been developed since, let's just talk about the US. Since let's talk about the fucking US.
Narrow it down.
Right? So since like its inception, right? Because it came on the backs of the Masons, right? And because it came on the back of the Masons, and it's a secret society, there's secrecy built in to the ways and means of how this works, right? And I think that we're finding that secret society had a lot to do with how we live here. And gosh, God bless Constantine for all of his input into the Catholic religion, because, were it not for that during the Dark Ages, we wouldn't be where we're at right now. And that's the truth. Okay, moving on, because that's just my opinion. Anyway. Mercury is at 1 degree. Ooh, Scorpio. Oh, how's that feel? 1 degree Scorpio. What does Scorpio mean to you? Like, Scorpio is like the constellation. All right. So it's a conglomeration of stars that make up a pattern. And at one point in the sky, it's like above us. All right. That transit is of that, because our world will turn and it'll focus in that transit or that house. Right. And now what we have is a parade of planets that are in our solar system that move across those houses. Okay. So right now we just had Mercury move from Libra, which is like the house of balance, right? And into Scorpio, death, right? Death and taxes.
Yeah.
So I think we're moving right along.
Oh yeah.
I think we're moving right along. I do see that there's a viewer. If you would like to go ahead and drop a comment or ask a question, we're more than happy to provide a reading. We're just taking up time with each other because we like each other. We don't see each other but once a week like this. So you guys can join if you would like. All right. Okay. So with that, I'm seeing that. And then what do you get for Scorpio? What do you get for Scorpio? So Mercury is a planet of communication, but think about Hermes, right? Don't kill the messenger. So we're getting a lot of messages that we don't like right now, right?
Yes. I'm definitely seeing like a lot of, so I've been feeling that intensity. I feel like it's a lot of shadow work coming up that it's sort of like disguised as, oh yeah, this feels good. I'm getting rid of a lot of things that don't serve me anymore. But what it's doing is it's opening up space for all of the shadowy stuff to come up that like doesn't feel good at all. And I hate it so much. But obviously we need to
100%.
work through it. It needs to be, you know, it needs to come to the surface so that we can be faced with it and then actually deal with it this time instead of stuffing it back down. So
Yeah, but
that's
we did deal with it.
100%.
We did. We're just going to do it at a new level.
Yes, yes. We're definitely more equipped and more aware to deal with the things this time,
We've added
but it still
perception.
sucks. It still feels yucky.
100%. 100%. Yesterday I was on a live, and I did the live because I didn't have anybody at my 2 p.m. Ceremony. And I had people at the 7 p.m., but nobody came at the 2 p.m., which is very common if a midweek moon is happening, right?
Mhm.
Anyway,
Okay.
so I decided to get over my fear, and I went live on TikTok. And I just started talking to people
Oh.
about like processing and how coping isn't like our number one skill. Coping is shit. And so,
Yeah.
so I was teaching like processes and stuff. And so I think that's like where we're all going, right? Is that we're just learning from one another how to
Mhm.
navigate this immense emotional transition, because it's very emotional. And
Yes.
because Scorpio is it's a water house. So now we have the moon that is a water sign moving into the water house. So today, Mercury, who is an earth and air sign, right? So it's going to move into the water right now. And as it does, it's going to activate and reactivate. It'll activate all of the air that's in the constellations. So Libra is going to be activated again. So is Aquarius. So is Gemini. And Gemini right now is super expansive because Uranus is camped out for 7 to 8 years. So lots of disruption in our thinking, like a shit
Yes.
ton of disruption in our thinking. 8 years. That's what we got. I keep looking at the predictions. Have you? Okay. When I say look at the predictions, it's in my mind and I just kind of look out there for like what
Okay.
people have said. Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Because I'm not going to look it all up. I'm just going to look out here. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say, oh, well, this is what I heard. And I remember somebody saying this. And so what does that look like? What does that really look like? And, because we're all futurists, because we want to look into the future to see like what our week's going to be, our day,
Mhm.
whatever the heck. Right. And
Yep.
so I'm looking to see like what those navigational dates are, because Sylvia Brown had talked about a resurgence of the pandemic, right? So we know that that's coming. We all feel it. And we know that it's going to happen. Like that's not their last redress, but that's like something
Right.
that is like their go-to, because we learned that it's a go-to, and they can't determine whether it was an animal that gave it to us or if it was born from a lab. So
Right.
we know it's untraceable right now. So we do know we're specimens right at the moment. If we get too much in a direction, they might want us to regress and go back to a different form, right? So
Hmm.
Mercury moving into Scorpio right now is all about talking about what is not okay. That's what it is. So it's all about talking about what is not okay out loud,
Hmm.
very, very openly, right? And looking at it from the humanity lens, right?
Yeah.
Because Jupiter, Jupiter is, I think, still with Cancer, right? Yeah, still with Cancer at 23 degrees. So moving into the grown up aspect. So about another year with Cancer till the end of next year, right? Maybe a little bit longer. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion and higher learning and higher consciousness. And so when it moved into Cancer, moons are going to mean something different to us for these 3 years, for this 3 year transit. And it's just going to be very very spiritual for us, very expansive, very collective, very open. And in that same thing, it's going to feel like it's Halloween every fucking day. Like, oh my God, are there really spooks? Are there really this? And it's yes. So it's like we're learning all of these things, right? Like it is for real. And we're like, no, it isn't. And so we're in that tweener sort of state about what we want to like expect or like receive, right? So I think the bigger planets, how they work, right, is that the outer planets are representational to our outer extremes. And the inner planets represent our personal experiences. And that's how a lot of astrologers look at them. Ayurvedic, lots of Vedic astrologers look that way. A lot of Chinese astrologers look that way because we need to have a definition of inner and outer worlds, right? And so the outer worlds, when they move, that's a huge shift because it's more humanitarian, it's more global, it's more effective to more, right? It's just across the board. And when it's an interpersonal sort of planetary move, that would be like Venus, Mars, Mercury, the sun, and the moon. And those are our 5 personal planets. So if we look at those planets, we could see a makeup of our personality, how it is that we act, what we can gravitate toward and like amplify to make it better, things like that. And I think that the moon, because it is Cancer's planet, in the expansion that it's in with Jupiter, and having Aries, are you seeing what I mean? And having Aries in Pisces, and then our node being in Pisces, where all of our dreams live, where all of our hopes and dreams and endings live, right? And so we're all in this spiral. Basically, we're practicing a spiral pattern, and the spiral is messy because of the choices we're putting onto the pattern. The pattern isn't messy, the choices that are on the pattern are fucking messy. So determining what you want to put on the pattern, that's really important right now.
Oh man, see, again with the shadows.
Lots, so many. And then, you know, you just like the icing, the little cherry on top is going to be Pluto in Aquarius. And Pluto is the representation of Scorpio. So it's like, well, gee, thanks. You know, Scorpio is one of the only constellations I've found that has like 3 or 4 tarot cards, 2 numbers. Like it has a lot of duality in it. And I'm thinking, oh, that's why my friends are that way. That's fine. I know now. Well, right now we're at about 9:17. Would you like to go ahead and maybe pull some cards for the week ahead? And then we'll leave them with that.
Let's do it. I'm going to pull from 3 of my decks. Let's see.
All right. And then what have you been experiencing? Like if you look futuristic, right? What have you been looking into? Let's just go like a week ahead. Like this coming week, what does that energy feel like to you?
Oh. That's a good one. I love that it doesn't really, it's like vague, but like in the vagueness tells you exactly what you need to know. As they fly.
Right?
Sticking out. Yeah. Yep. Okay. This is all
lay it on us, girl.
All making sense here.
I'm excited.
Okay.
You know that when I pull cards with people, there's like, wow. Oh man, we have like some we have direction, like seriously direction, right?
Yeah. Well,
your cards are probably like, hey, get up, move forward, take this.
Okay. Interesting. Yep. Okay. So the decks I have that I will just tell you, I pulled 1 card from each deck. I have 2 of Rebecca Campbell's. One is the Work Your Light, And then the other is the Rose Oracle. And then I also pulled from Shaman's Dream Oracle, which I love. And the first card I got was the Great Mother. It's gorgeous. Surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms. Oh, I love that one too that you got. Yes. So surrender to the mystery, fall into her arms, which I feel like it's that constant. I just feel all of it just like in here, just like because this is where I hold my tension. And so it's like this feeling of being massaged of like just let go. Just let it just let it go.
Like surrender, right?
Yeah, just
Felt
surrender.
really good, Laura. That felt really good. Thanks for doing the
Yeah.
energy with it, because like that
Ooh,
teaches us how to do it.
yeah.
So thank you.
I feel that opening up, which brings me to the next card, the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Look at her. See, she's just letting it go. And
Oh
it's that
man.
front part of
She's just
her
dripping
just
along with the rose. She's the bee and the flower at the same time. I love it.
And
Wow.
again, it's this things are happening not to you. It's all happening for you to open, and it's opening here, it's opening the heart. It's also kind of opening here at the throat. And then the other card I pulled, which is interesting, covenant, sacred contract.
Yes. I'm going to cry right now because yes.
Yes, and this is going along with what you were saying about the move forward. This one, it says, is an opportunity showing up right now that is full of promise, but you don't feel like you can commit. It's because it needs to be elevated to a sacred covenant. There's something that you signed before you came here. It needs to be aligned. It's important that you understand what you're signing up for. So in that, feel into that. How does it make you feel if there's something coming up like that? I feel like if you're like this and you're not sure, maybe just, if you know what I mean, just like from this place make that decision.
Yes, that was really good. That was really good. Okay,
Well,
I'm ready for the next one. So the 3 cards, did you pull all 3, and can you show us your 3?
absolutely. So the 3 were the Great Mother.
Okay.
So this
And the
is the
Great
one,
Mother is
surrender
telling
into
us,
her arms.
oh yes, surrender. Okay.
Surrender to the mystery.
Okay.
Then we have the ever unfolding rose.
Oh yes, become the
Things are happening
becoming.
for
Okay,
you,
very
not to
cool. Very
you.
cool.
And then that sacred contract.
Oh yes. When it came to that one, it took me into like this dream place, right? And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, I
Mm-hmm.
could see it. But it made the cards that I pulled make sense, right? And so
Ooh,
it
yeah.
feels like there's magic in the cards that you pulled. It feels like there's
Mm-hmm.
magic. I
I do
mean,
feel that.
real magic. And I'm like, okay, I'm down for that. So the first card I pulled was benevolent energy. And that's what you're talking about elevating the energy we're working with, right? To where it
Mm-hmm.
is that it's that beautiful centered, heart centered. You could see as above, so below in the card, and then you can
Yeah.
see how it's very heart centered, right? And it is that deep pink. So it's going to be that mature, maternal, divine feminine, spiritual energy, right? That benevolent energy. People call it maybe the Holy Spirit or the Holy Mother or the Holy Feminine, right? And that's the
Mm-hmm.
energy. So that was the suggested energy to move forward with for like the week, right? And then the reason is because we're going to be met with like a lot of physical conflict. All right. So a lot of physical conflict,
Oh yeah.
passionate conflict. And so this is a 5 of wands. And so the 5 of wands is decision making time. It's, do you have enough faith to act according to your beliefs? Do you have
Mm-hmm.
enough
That's that.
faith to act
Yep.
according to your beliefs? Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your beliefs are really playing into this. And then what happened right, is that it told us that we have the answers because the magician showed up. So here she is. She's got everything. She has the world in front of her, right? And she's all activated and everything, and she's ready to move forward. You can see that her spiritual countenance is there. So I feel that the messages that we're getting for the week ahead are very important, and they're very telling, like extremely telling about like how we might want to proceed. So I have a question for you, or maybe another topic of discussion, we'll say. Okay, we only have a few minutes, so we'll do it that way.
Yeah.
So moving forward with like all these messages for this week, right? What would be some good practices for people moving forward? Like what would you do to incorporate or to monitor or be cognitive about this new information?
So what I've been getting is meditate, get back into your spiritual practice. So really whatever that means for you, if that's in the shower, if you feel most connected to spirit in the shower, if you feel most connected at the park, do things, or just like on a walk, going to the beach. If whatever takes you back to your inner knowing, connecting you to spirit, commit to that practice and try to do it daily, even if it's just for a few minutes. I think that is something that will really help with being able to surrender, because
Right?
it's building that trust. It's building that inner compass, or it's building the trust with your inner compass. So you don't need to worry. You don't need to look outside, because it's all for you. And whatever is meant for you will not miss you. That's something I always remind myself.
100%,
And
right?
even in the things that don't go as planned, it's because there's learning there. There's something better coming. And so I think always connecting in that, whatever that practice is for you, and it's different for everyone, is going to be really important for this week ahead and beyond, but mainly this week.
This week. I love being the bearer of what
Things
people
are
might perceive
intense.
as bad news.
Things are intense. You gotta know. You gotta come back here.
Spiritual work for everyone.
Yeah.
Well, Laura, thank you. This was a joy. I'm looking forward to next week. This was really good. This
Yeah,
was great. Thanks for agreeing to this. Thanks for agreeing to this,
absolutely.
because for me, I have to be accountable, and I'm not very accountable. I
You
learned
know
I
what?
learned how I learned how to do bare minimum. I'm really good at that. So I want to not do bare minimum anymore, and I want to like, move forward and be seen, sort of. Anyway,
No, but
like that.
I feel the same way, actually. And you asking me to do this helped push me to show up for you, myself, for everyone. I think that yeah, this was really great, and I appreciate it. And I do look forward to next week, because I'm gonna, do my homework with the internets and try to figure that out.
Hey, if you want, we could practice one day too. We could practice like
Okay.
on the Monday, like a little bit before our meeting if you want. And then that way we could so you could learn how to dial it in. So that'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right. Well, thank you. And I love you.
Thank
And
you. I
bye,
love you
everybody.
too. Bye. Thank you.